Hello again, class. This is Mr. Smith, and today I'm actually going to show you how to type equations. So how to type equations. And this is going to be very useful to us because we are dealing with quadratic relations. This is last week's discussion topic because I am recording this ahead of posting the new discussions. So whenever you're in Brightspace, this is like Brightspace's interface for a computer or a laptop. You'll go to your three dots over here. Then you can go to this summation sign. It looks like an E or a backwards facing 3. It's called a summation sign. If you click on it, you can now enter equations. And there's lots of different tools here. Because we're going to be dealing with powers, we'll actually use superscript, not subscript. Superscript means that you'll have a power, so ax to the power of 2. Then you just use your arrow key, and then you can type in bx, then plus c. And that's our standard y equals. There we go. And that's our standard form of an equation. And then you can just hit insert and it'll insert the equation for us right there very, very nicely. This isn't the only way to enter an equation. There's a more roundabout way of doing so. If you don't want to use the tools in Brightspace, there's other ways to do it. If you're comfortable with coding using the latex equation, I myself have a computer science background, so that's usually how I do things. So I would write y equals ax to the power of 2 plus bx plus c. So that's fairly common. That's your power of symbol. This will probably be everything that you need to know is the power of symbol to write latex equations like that. Then you just hit insert and you end up with that equation again. Exact same thing. Of course you can switch around the numbers and change it up as you need. So that should be enough for you to get started in Brightspace. I'm going to show you how to use Equatio next. But to do that I need to switch over to my tablet, so bear with me. Alright, now that I have my tablet up, excuse the capture format. It is a little bit off center and I can't seem to resize the frame, so we're just going to stick with this for now, and I'll do the best I can to explain what's going on. Right now I have a Google document opened up. This will let me use Equatio. Equatio doesn't work by default with Brightspace. I'm not sure why, but we can start typing the math just like we did earlier. So y equals ax to the power of 2 plus bx plus c. So it works the exact same, and then you can hit insert math. You can't see it because it's a little bit off screen. It's right next to the edit math button, and then you can hit insert math and it will quickly paste it in there for you as an equation. If you want, you can go back into it and edit the math equation if you messed up. We're not going to do that. You could also code in the latex editor, so it's the exact same as we typed out before. You could even insert a graph, and this is where it's going to be very useful, because if I have a graph of, we'll just leave that as 1x and that as 1x, and then change c to 1. So now you can actually insert the graph of this equation here. So if I insert the graph, it'll insert the graph right there. And then you can edit the graph and manipulate it however you need to. So that's a super neat tool. And in order to get that over to Brightspace, you just copy and paste it into Brightspace and it should work. Another useful tool is if you have a touch screen, there's handwriting recognition. This is a premium feature of Equatio, which our school pays for. I don't know if students have it. If you guys could let me know, that'd be great. You can use it up to 2 or 3 times a day, I believe. where you just write whatever you want. If you have a smartphone, there is another option to use Equatio Mobile. It basically just turns your smartphone into a notepad where you can write it using your finger. I've used this in the past. It's really useful, but again, that's a premium feature. So if you're not logged into Google Chrome with your school account, I don't think you can get it. So you can just open up Google Chrome as a incognito window, sign into your student account up in the top right hand corner of the screen, and then you should have all of the add-ons there, and that will let you use Equatio Premium. Anyway, so here's just a demonstration of this. I'm just using my mouse right now, so ax squared. So if you have a touch screen, you can do that. If you don't, you can try drawing with your mouse. It is very difficult. I don't recommend this too much, just because things can go wrong very, very quickly, and it gets very frustrating very quickly, and you can only do it so many times a day. And then it comes up as your math over here. Alternatively, you could use speech input. So what I'm going to do for this, so after about 4 tries using my tablet microphone, it was not working. Unfortunately, I can't demonstrate it working. But trust me, if you use a headset, this works really, really well, and it's super useful. The last tool would be using your mobile phone. It can be a little bit picky at times. You just scan your QR code, and it takes you right to this web page anyway. Once you're on that page, as long as you have your student account linked, it should work out for you. So I just used my mobile phone to write out an equation. I had 5x squared plus 2x minus 3, and it worked perfectly. The next thing I'm going to try with my mobile phone, which you can't see, I'm just on that website that was pulled up. It's m.equate.io, like right there. The next thing I'm going to try is the microphone. So if I have a microphone and I hit the record button, I should be able to record an equation. So what I've discovered is using your microphone on your phone isn't that much better. The best results I've gotten was using a headset on my computer. I'll let you guys test that out. Another thing you can do is you can snap a picture of a formula that you've written. Let me just get my notepad and try this myself. And the handwriting recognition works really, really well, and it uploads directly to your document almost instantly. I would highly recommend the handwriting or the learning how to code the mathematics. The speech only really works in some cases. I was having a lot of trouble with it. So once you get whatever you need in Google Documents, you can just copy and paste it into Equatio. All right, that should be everything on Equatio. If you have questions, make sure to post them in the discussion section, and have a good day.